Well, hi everyone, we're back this week with another story, and Alfie wants to say hi. You got something to say to me? You're hungry? But you haven't long had lunch. Why are you so hungry all of a sudden? It's hours since lunch. No, it's not. It's only a little while. You're still hungry. Okay, what do you want? Don't tell me you want some chocolate. You don't? Oh, well, what would you like? A bag of crisps? Wotsits? Yeah, I don't know if I got any of those. Can I find some? Well, no, I can't because I can't go shopping, and we haven't got any in the house, so you can't have any, sorry. Oh dear, he's gone into a sulk now. Anyway, boys and girls, we've got a story today. Actually, we've got a story about Wotsits. You didn't know that Wotsits are in the Bible? Yes, they are. And I'm going to tell you about the first time that they appeared. Not like the ones that we've got, but something that when the people saw it, they said, "What is it?" Anyway, shall we start at the beginning? Has it got a happy ending? Of course it does. Well, the people of Israel had come out of Egypt, and they'd been traveling for a long time. You remember the story of how they went through the Red Sea? That was exciting, yes. And then they came to Mount Sinai, and God gave them the special rules, the 10 Commandments. Yeah, you remember that story. That's great. And well, they've been traveling in the desert for quite a while. And remember, there were about 3 million of them. That's an awful lot of people. When suddenly all the people came to Moses and said, "Moses, we're hungry." Now, Alfie, what would you do if you had 3 million people and they were all hungry? Go and buy them something. Well, there were no shops around. Make them something to eat. He didn't have any food. Bit of a problem, isn't it? Shall I tell you what he did? He told God about it. And God said, "Tomorrow I'll send them something to eat. I'll send them bread from heaven." How is God going to do that? Well, all the people went to bed that night, and first thing in the morning, they pulled back the flap of the tent, because they were all living in tents at that time. And on the ground, there were little white circles, a little bit like snowflakes, but it wasn't snow. And the people looked at it, and they said, "What is it?" And that's the first time that we read about Wotsits. Now, they weren't like the cheesy Wotsits that we have. In fact, they tasted much nicer. Because as the people picked them up and started eating them, they said, it tastes like biscuits made with honey. And they were really nice. And there was enough there for everyone to eat, all 3 million of them. And Moses says, every morning you have to get up early and pick this up, enough for you to eat through the day. But some of them, they thought, I think I'm going to have a lie-in tomorrow. I'm going to get enough today for tomorrow. So they got enough for the day, and they put some one side in a jar for the next day. But they got up the next day, and you know, that manna that they had kept, because that's what it was called, was manna, it had all gone horrible. It was smelly, it was stinky, and they couldn't eat it. And Moses said, "I told you, you've got to pick up fresh every day." And they did. Every day they had enough to eat because God sent them food. Isn't that great? And do you know how long God sent them that food for? No, not a week. Not a month. It was more than a year. It was for 40 years. Every day God sent them enough to eat. And you know, Alfie, there's a lesson there for us, isn't it? Because God sends us food and things to wear, and He gives us lots of good things every day. And what should we say when somebody is kind to us? Say thank you, that's right. And I'm sure that the people said thank you many, many times to God. But you know, many, many years later, when the Lord Jesus was on earth, he spoke to the people around and he said, do you remember that Moses gave you manna in the desert? Well, he said, God has given you something better. And he said, I am the bread of life. Now, he didn't mean that we've got to eat Jesus, but what it meant was that he is the one, just like we eat food to keep us alive, well, he's the one that came to give us real life, something really special. And that's why he called himself the bread of heaven. There's something you want to do. You want to say thank you to God for Jesus. That's a great thing to do, you know, boys and girls. Because not only has God given us lots and lots of great things, but he gave us his own son, the Lord Jesus. Yeah, I hope you like that story of the first Wotsits. And remember, it's good to say thank you. So when you think of something that you've been given that's extra special, give a thank you for it. Thanks for joining us. See you again soon. Bye.
Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you're so high, you can't get over it. So low, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get round it. Oh, wonderful love. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. You're so high, you can't get over it. So low, you can't get under it. So